Hi, I'm Emma. Welcome to Emma Esoteric. This will be a card reading for the sign of Aquarius. You can view these readings like watching a movie or listening to a song. They may bring emotions, ideas, or beliefs to the forefront of your mind. You can view these readings any way you like. Nothing is set in stone. The Queen of Swords in the mental space here is a sense of having a lot of clear focus on the conversations you're having, the directions you're going in. There is a lot of clarity and determination around any type of movement, decision, conversations that need to be had or that you are having. There's also a sense of maturity around your thoughts as well. You are maturing. There is a lot of stability within the way you are thinking. The direction of your mental space here is connecting with something that you know deep inside, which is around your security. And your security at the moment is coming from what you're emotionally investing into. This can be many different things. It could be a partnership, it could be something deep within you, a deep understanding or a deep knowing of who you are. It could also be a job as well, and picking up a position of some type of management position where you have something within you that you know already that you can bring to the table. You have everything you need in the environment to create what it is you want to create. If it's a business you're wanting to create, you have all the tools necessary. If it's a partnership you're wanting to bring to you, again, you have all the tools necessary. There is something deep within the emotional space with the High Priestess in the emotional space. There is something deep within that you have an understanding of what it means to feel stable when it comes to your time, energy, and resources. How you're going to achieve stability when it comes to your time, energy, and resources. If this is to do with your physical body, there is something that you know deep down that you need to do or achieve to feel some sense of stability within your body. If it's health-wise or something along those lines, you have everything you need in the environment to manage, maintain, or even heal this situation. Make sure that you always seek out medical advice. I am not a doctor. In your mental space, there is concrete evidence that you have. You're very connected to higher understanding, but you run it against truth first. You run it against a database before you make any final decision. So even if you are getting intuitive information or any type of downloads or anything along those lines, or any type of nudges or something that you feel like you know, you run it through logic before you make a decision on it. Is this logical? It doesn't mean that you don't believe it or it's not true. It's just if you're going to maneuver it in the environment, if you're going to play it out in the environment in some way, shape, or form, you're going to run it through your mental space first. Yeah, Temperance here. There isn't a lot of emotions coming in here. The emotions are on the table in the environment. There is emotion there, but the emotions are on the back burner, so to speak. Like if you are cooking a meal and you have 4 burners going, you cannot attend all those 4 burners. I heard this once and it was something that was very interesting for me to understand. You've got 4 burners, you're running all the 4 burners, and they could all be different things. So it could be like, if you're thinking of the tarot, it could be swords, pentacles, wands, and cups. And you can't physically and mentally keep up with all those burners running at the same time. Some of them you have to put on simmer. Some of them you have to put at the back. Some of them need more attention than others. So at the moment, the attention that you have is going on your mental space and what you're doing with your time, your energy, and your resources. So your emotions at the moment are kind of taking a back burner. They're there, and that may be something that you might need to reevaluate when you feel like you are in the position you're wanting or needing to come into, because it feels like you're coming into some type of position. Whatever this is to you, partnership, job, some type of authority, something here where it's going to take a lot of discipline, a lot of determination. It's going to take a lot of sacrifice as well. You may have to leave some things behind, which is, I think, where this emotional temperance is coming in. It's like anything that's emotional that's coming in, you're putting on the back burner. You're sacrificing anything that's going to cause you any stress. It's like your emotions are linked to some type of stress or some type of worry. So at the moment, you're just kind of keeping the emotions at bay so you can go through this process that you're going through at the moment. If the emotions were to get involved, it would just be a lot of emotional confusion. You wouldn't know which direction to take. That's why you have to be so logical at the moment and very disciplined in the decision you're making, because if you delve too much into the emotional options of things or how you feel about this, it gets very confusing. That's when things get very mucky. That's when the options become unclear with the direction that you're actually wanting to take, because logically, like I said, this may be a tie between what you know you should be doing and what you feel like you should be doing. I feel like whatever's happening in the environment, though, there is a lot of success to be made. There is a lot of victory. There is a lot of recognition. People are valuing your skills, your quality. People are seeing what you have created with yourself. There is something here where you have transformed and transmuted a lot of energies, and you have ridden, like you've gotten rid of a lot of stuff that's built up in your aura as well, or a lot of stuff that's around you. So it's like you've put everything in its place, or you've got everything sorted out, and people can really see the amount of like transformation that you have done. And now you're on this kind of path or this motion where there's no stopping the success. This is just going to keep happening. This is a continuation or a continuous cycle of success that is happening in the environment now. And look at that, the Ten of Pentacles. You're going to have everything you need. You may even be providing for your family, or you have the ability to do that. When it comes to your time, your energy, your resources, you have a lot of success in that area of life. You know what you want to create. You know how to get there. You're being seen as victorious. You're being seen as stable. Your environment is very stable as well. I'll have a look at them, but I'm not going to take them all. It seems like there is a belief pattern or a belief system around something to do with nurturing or emotions that you are letting go of. And it may be other people's belief patterns here. And the reason why I didn't want to take them is because I feel like that's going to all balance out. And I feel like that's kind of what it's not like you're ignoring it. You're acknowledging it to be there, but you're not letting it affect you. You're not letting any type of emotional deregulation affect you, because you know it's just going to be, you're just going to end up mentalizing, like I want to say mentalizing it, but that's not a word. Like you're going to overcompensate mentally here, and all your emotions are going to end up funneling through your thought space, and you're not going to be able to make a clear decision. There may be something around paperwork or something that is out of your hands as well that needs to be taken into consideration here, or something that is being taken into consideration. So there may be a decision that is out of your hands that's being made here as well. like pen to paper type of situation. This one fell on the floor. We have here the Hanged Man. So again, there's a sacrificing or a letting go of the emotions. It's not a comfortable feeling. He's upside down, but I'm literally getting like a head rushing feeling as well. So your emotions, there may be a lot of nerves if you're getting like, if you're waiting for something or you're waiting for some type of news. It could be about work. If you're waiting for some type of news about a skill or work or something along those lines, with the Eight of Pentacles meaning work and skill, then there's like this nerve-wracking feeling. I feel like you know that the position is yours, or you know that you're going to be stable no matter what. It's just you're waiting for the news to come through, and you're trying to temper out how you feel about this. There is something to do with like your body as well coming in here. The Devil. So don't let like this energy creep in and get a hold of you here, because you may feel like you're bound to a belief system or a belief pattern. There's this fine line at the moment between doing what you need to do, accomplishing something, finding victory, working really hard, doing the grind, achieving something, climbing up the ladder, whatever it is to you, doing the day to day. There's a fine line between pushing it too hard or striving too far or striving too much, and then stressing about the consequences of those actions, not actually understanding the consequences of the actions. So if you're doing something and there is something going on in your body and you're unsure of why this is happening, it seems to be directly linked to what you're wanting to achieve, which is a bit of a struggle, because you want to achieve this. This is something you're going for, but the stress behind this is holding you captive. It's holding something captive, and there is some type of limitations here due to the stress around this. So if you're wanting to continue down this path, there needs to be some type of balance or some type of learning or some type of understanding of how to manage or cope with any type of stress, because you don't want to end up getting to the place you're wanting to be or getting to the end only to have found that it ends up being more stressful or it causes more issues than you anticipated. Like, what is the end goal here? What is the end goal if you already have everything you need when it comes to your stability emotionally and your stability in the physical? What actually is it that you are looking for here? And I feel like that's what this High Priestess is asking in the emotional space. What is it that you're actually looking for? And there's the ending of the belief pattern. All the way over there. Alright. Yep, there's the Eight of Swords and the Page of Wands here. This Page of Wands, this guy always is the creepiest Page of Wands I've ever seen. So, I don't know. Like, he's up to no good. With the Eight of Swords here and the Ten of Swords, this is the ending that is happening. Now, it has to do with potential. It has to do with taking the initiative. Clarify this Page of Wands, please. What exactly is going on with this Page of Wands? It's kind of looking like you're turning your back on something here. You're taking a step down from a position that you were in. And it feels like you are doing exactly what I was just saying that you should be doing, which is taking the thing that's making you the most stressed out and removing it. It feels like you're taking a step back. So if there were people that were relying on you, that you're taking that out of your hands in some way. You're letting someone else make the decisions when it comes to the overall responsibility of this. It's like you're going back to the drawing board with something, and you are now going from the 8 to the 9. But when it comes to the 10 of Pentacles, which I feel like is more to do with other people, family, responsibilities, relationships, jobs that you feel like you're obligated to, whatever this is. Like, I'm even getting, if you've done like a degree or something, and you feel like you should be fulfilling that degree instead of working a laboring job or something along those lines. It's like you're not letting the expectations of what success means or what the ultimate achievement means. You're not letting those expectations get the better of you, because that's what's causing you stress. It's like you realize that now. It's going back to the basics of things. And I feel like at the end of the day, basically what you want is stability. You want to feel stable with your time, your energy, and your resources. And there's a sense of not having too much responsibility with something, but feeling stable enough to enjoy the fruits of your labor here. So what was keeping you stuck, or this belief system that was keeping you stuck here, was other. I feel like these are other people, the King of Cups and the King of Swords. And you're breaking free of that. You're going in your own direction, you're going your own way, you're doing something different than what's expected of you. Yeah, you're changing any type of hurt that's been caused. The Chariot underneath here, a new direction. You're going in a new direction. You're making a new choice when it comes to your time, your energy, your resources. So if you were in a management position before, or you were doing something very responsible when it comes to your time, your energy, and your resources, and you had to be in a position that was stressing you out, you're taking a step back and you're doing something very different than what you did before. And you're changing a painful situation, something that you felt like you were stuck to, a pain that you felt like you were stuck to. You're not letting any type of emotional confusion about the directions you're going in take you for granted. You're regulating your emotions as well. You're not letting any type of idea or person or situation come in and push you off this path that you were going in for whatever reason. This is something that you're doing for you and you alone. So if you had people that were relying on you, like this could even be like a divorce or leaving a relationship or moving away from family. It's something very big. Like it's huge. You could be selling your house, and becoming nomad or whatever it is. It's like something very grand here where you had a lot of responsibility and you thought you were getting to a certain place. You thought you were achieving something in a certain way. But the place or the situation that you wanted to get to, you were already there. You were already at the place you wanted, but you thought there was something more. But the something more you were chasing for, it was like an addiction. It was keeping you stuck and it was keeping you stressed. So in order to change this stress that you were feeling, You realize that you had to come to a painful realization, and that painful realization is that you were doing too much of something that you didn't need to do because you were already where you wanted to be. You've already got everything you want. So what you're looking for in the end is freedom. The freedom to make your own choices. The freedom to rely on you, yourself, and I. I said that wrong, but you know what I mean. The freedom to have emotional stability, to have the ability to be stable within your thoughts and the ability to be independent and not let other people's ideas, thoughts, or belief systems take a hold of where you're going in your life. So in the mental space, you are balancing out and keeping at bay any type of negative thoughts that are coming in that are wanting to change the direction you're going in, and you're being very mature about the information that you let in at the moment and the way you communicate. In your emotional space, you're not letting, again, any emotions get the better of you. You are feeling them. I feel you are feeling them, but you're not letting them get a hold of you, and you're listening to what you truly want and truly need, which is stability. And this stability that you are gaining or you are getting is through something you're working on. And there is this potential or this expectation or this experience or this new adventure that you're going on. And when you travel on this adventure, you're going to be ending any type of restrictions mentally. You're going to be evolving emotionally and evolving with your thought space as well, and your own independent beliefs and your own independent emotions. You have everything you need in the environment, and I feel like you've achieved some type of ultimate success when it comes to your status and the way people view you or people around you. But I feel like because you've achieved that, it's like now that I've got that, that's not necessarily what I actually wanted. So you're balancing out the situation. You're becoming victorious, and you're doing a lot in the day to day at the moment to tie up any loose ends, so you can go and start a new chapter and do something for yourself. So thank you, Aquarius. Enjoy yourself. Bye.